Let's talk about water today, one of my favorite subjects. Water is the lifeblood of this area and lifeblood of the state of Florida. Water has concerned me and our quality of water for years. I'm probably the only person around that started north of Orlando, either walking or driving, and followed the water through Orlando, down the Kissimmee River, got on a boat, followed it through Lake O, got back off the boat, followed it down the Kissimmee River, followed it from the Caloosahatchee into Cape Coral and into the basin. Here's the problem we have. First of all, 37% of the people in Orlando are still on septic tanks. That's why we have problems in the Kissimmee River. 2 years ago, when they tested some water south of Orlando, they found Splenda in the water. Splenda can only come from people, so that tells you that the septic tanks are leaching and leaching into the river. Also on either side of the Kissimmee River, south of Orlando, you have either farmlands on one side, which inject fertilizer into the river, or you have cattle on the other side, which you get cattle runoff. So all that gets into Lake O. From Lake O, it sits there, turns around, picks up some algae, gets into Caloosahatchee. Now we've started with what we call C43 and C45 reservoirs. C45 is St. Lucie. C43 is in the Caloosahatchee. It is a huge, huge project. They will divert water out of the Caloosahatchee, let it settle in the basin for 30 days. All the impurities will go out of it, and then they'll kick it back into the river. So that will help with the quality of the water. It gets back into the river, and as it flows into Cape Coral and then down into Lee County and into Naples, Collier County. Now what we have to worry about in Collier County is Naples Bay. I was very lucky to be involved in the oyster beds which we've put in there. One little oyster will cleanse 50 gallons of water a day. Now there's a lot of 50 gallons of water in Naples Bay, but that's something that we've started and we need to continue that. Hopefully, with that and getting rid of the septic tanks around the city of Naples, which I led the fight for that, and they're just about finished. We got 963 houses that we fixed, so that water and the sewage from the septic tank is not going to leach into the ground and then leach into the bay and then leach back through the beaches and back into the Gulf. So water is an important thing. Another thing that we've done, which has helped tremendously, and hopefully we can get it done all over the state, is fertilizer. In the city of Naples, from the 1st of May to the 1st of October, no one can put fertilizer on their lawn. You don't need fertilizer during that growing season, and you certainly don't need it when it's wet, because all it does is roll off into the environment. So water is the lifeblood of this community, the lifeblood of this state. We need to do everything we can to take care of our water. Thank you.